I want to keep their earnest money. So you sold your house, then the deal falls apart. That's usually the first thing the seller says. Sometimes you enter contract, everybody's acting in good faith, and the deal falls apart. Seller is naturally not happy about that because they thought they had their home sold. Now, what people don't realize sometimes is that earnest money, sometimes it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $10,000. It's just a good faith deposit that they say. What people forget is that when somebody says, I'll buy your house, it's not as simple as that. They say, I'll buy your house with these conditions. They're called contingencies. Usually that means if it's a clear inspection, if it's clear title, if it's clear insurance. So all these conditions have to be met for the buyer to actually move forward and buy the house. If some of those things don't work out, then the buyer has a legal opportunity to exit that contract and they can leave and they get to keep their earnest money. They lose their inspection funds that they obviously invested into the process, but the seller does not get to retain that. In fact, in my 19 plus years out of over 14. So if this were to happen to you, you sold your house, it falls apart, just take a deep breath and ask, what do we do next? Your broker is going to figure out a plan and still make it happen again. In fact, some homes I've had to sell 2 or 3 or 4 times, just depending to the situations on that house or specific buyers. But in the end,